Alright, we're versus Jesus. Yo, I'll catch you later. Best of luck. Good luck, have fun. I think PO is playable. Jesus says, either way, my deck wins. I think PO is playable again, mostly due to the London Mulligan, and also because there's been a little bit of a downtick in Force of Vigor on Magic Online for whatever reason. Oh my lord. Let me look at my list again and see how much we get blown out if I keep this hand. Back Faden, bad for me. Oof, pretty bad for me. Grudge is pretty bad for me. Obviously, if they have any of the Pyroblast, it's not good. I can just hold all of these in my hand. I have to hit an action spell. So I have Ancestral, Preordain and Ponder, Brainstorm, all of the Wheels, all of the Narsets, all of the POs, I guess Empty the Warrens, Mentor, Op, Scroll, 18 hits? Yeah, I'm keeping. It's a little bit of a sketchy hand. We're not going to play any of our spells into artifact removal here. We're going to play our Flooded Strand to play around Wasteland, and we're going to hope that we draw any kind of action spell on the second turn of the game. I don't think I can pass up this much fast mana. Opponent leaving open Pyroblast. We hit PO. Wow. Okay. We're going to start playing our spells out. We're definitely not running into Pyroblast here. We're definitely going to... Man, it's going to suck if this gets Mental Misstep, but whatever. This gets Skill Step. Didn't get Skill Step. Alright, that's good for us. Alright, we'll pass the turn back. Not getting Mental Misstep there is like the best thing that's ever happened. If opponent plays nothing, we will still probably PO, because then we can snap PO on our turn. We won't respond to a fetch because they still have Pyroblast up. Obviously, we get a little bit hosed by an Ancient Grudge, but not that much. So I'm going to cast PO here. If opponent counters it, we're going to untap and snap PO, and we're going to hope that that's good enough. It looks like it might be Ancient Grudge then, if opponent is cracking. Could be Ancestral Recall as well. Oh, it's Spell Pierce. Well, I didn't play around the one Spell Pierce. So, fuck me, I guess. Excuse me. So they have how many Snapcasters? 2 Snapcaster Mages. And still have a Pyroblast? Oh, that's brutal. I could have waited, I guess. I'm not going to run into here with the Snapcaster Mage, I don't think. Lavinia. A little risky to use our top, considering it could get countered on the way back down. We still can't... Alright, it just has a lightning bolt. Okay, unfortunate, unfortunate. So now we can't actually snap PO in response to a DAC. We can't beat that either. So we have a top on top, followed by a low... Alright, so at least we get to crack those away. We only have 1 lightning bolt in our deck for the main deck. Oof. Which is a big oof for sure. It's going to be hard to win this game, probably. That's a good draw, though. We can get Pyroblasted here, but we really... I guess we can play around it by doing it at the end of the turn and having Snap on the next turn. Yeah, I guess we should play around it. Two main deck, oof. I did this to myself. This was the out I put in to the deck for the PO, and ooh. We could Ambush Viper the oof. That's actually pretty reasonable. Opponent might not attack. Ooh, alright. I will Ambush Viper the oof. We'll do it our best. So opponent could Pyroblast this. We would get to respond with Ancestral, try to hit Mental Misstep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's the Pyroblast. Alright, Ancestral. Force of Will. Now that's interesting. Yeah, opponent has Wasteland Strip Mine, so even if we were to just keep this in hand, we would never be able to use it because we were going to lose to our... We have to Wasteland. We have to force because Wasteland Strip Mine would keep us from casting PO. We don't get... Oh, we do get to Snap Recall. Holy shit, because our Sapphire is going to open up after we block. That's insane. That's so good for us. I'm going to do it in the damage step. It's the best step to Ancestral. Ooh, wow, that was a blowout. That was an insane blowout. Holy moly. Ooh, insane plays. We even have a Force of Will for a follow-up Planeswalker, like a Wrenn, with our opponent having Strip Mine. Insane value. It's gonna be a Wrenn or a Dig Through Time. I'll force a Dig Through Time. It was a really sick sequence, yeah. So our opponent can get us off this. I don't think that's the way I would have ordered it. I think that ordering it Snapcaster first is better. Actually, maybe it just doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, that is better. So if we had Ancestraled and he blasted... I mean, he doesn't have to... He doesn't have to blast the Ancestral, though. There's no... Oh, he doesn't have to blast the Ancestral. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I should have ordered that the other way. That was a missequencing for sure. I should definitely have ordered that top... Well, no, this is not a missequencing because top can get Mental Misstep if opponent draws Mental Misstep off the top. Oh, yeah. I mean, the bottom line is opponent should not have attacked. I was actually going to say opponent's probably not going to attack, but Jesus did attack. We only have one Snapcaster Mage, so it's not like we have a million outs, but... Opponent went bottom. They need a Lightning Bolt here on Mentor. Yeah, the correct line is definitely for opponents to just not attack. I can't really do anything against that. What we get to do is Ancestral, Snap Ancestral. So I wonder if opponent has another Pyroblast. It's possible. I would consider not blasting Ancestral Recall. Ancestral Recall itself doesn't represent a thing that gets me out of the situation. Opponent says they Opponent says they had a Snapcaster for the Snap Pyro if they hadn't time walked. So Opponent thinks they misplayed on 2 levels. They said that, 1, they definitely shouldn't have attacked at all, and 2, they probably shouldn't have cast Time Walk because they had Snapcaster for Pyroblast. So, we got a little lucky there. So, this is opponent's deck, give or take 1 or 2 cards. We need to maximize answers to Oof, answers to Planeswalkers. Opponent gets to bring in Energy Flux, which is only okay, but a second Pyroblast is quite good. This is going to be a tough matchup, so we're pretty happy to have lucked our way into game 1. We're going to bring in... we're not going to bring in Fragmentize or Ceremonious. We're going to bring in Pyroblast, Lightning Bolt. We're going to bring in our basic because opponent is on a Wasteland Recursion deck. We're not going to bring in our Karakas, though. And we can consider bringing in Mindbreak Trap. We're going to board out Ancestral Recall, and we're going to board out Lotus Petal. And we're going to board out... I don't really think we're going to board in Mindbreak Trap. We're going to board out... What was the other card we normally boarded out here? I don't remember what the other card I normally boarded out here was. We could board out a Lavinia, actually. It's pretty bad against their deck. It's mostly good against Force of Will and Dig Through Time and Cruise. Decent against Misstep, though. They just have a bunch of Lightning Bolts and Pyroblast is the only concern. We could board out an Opal. It's pretty reasonable to board out an Opal here. Could board out Wheeler Twister, but I actually don't think we want to board out Wheel because I think we want enough action spells. I think it's just a Lavinia. I think we're just going to go like this. So opponent's deck typically is a little light on interaction on turn 1. It can get stuck on just having Force of Will a lot of the time. So you do kind of it's not exactly a typical Xerox list where you want to bide your time. It's kind of a list where you actually can pick your spots and go out or go in early. This is a mulligan. It's pretty heavily rested on the fact that our Brainstorm resolves, and you can't really expect a Brainstorm resolve against a Misstep Pyroblast deck. It's actually like, Pyroblast itself isn't even that great against opponent. They are on like Brandon 6, Chandra, Tarmogoyf, Oof, but I'm going to put this one back and see if we can find a better hand. This hand does not qualify as a better hand. I'm going to put this one back as well. This one also doesn't qualify as a better hand. We could put back... Preordained Flusterstorm and try to hit Moxen. It's like super weak. We could put back Preordained Force of Will. We could put back Force of Will, Fluster. Oh my god, none of those sound good. Let's just try to go to 4. I don't think this hand's gonna work. I think we're gonna need to probably just like jam a wheel and hope it works. I think this hand's not worth it. Mulligan to 4. Yeah, this hand's obviously the best hand. We're going to lose out on 3 of these Magic the Gathering cards. My instinct is Force, Brainstorm, Land, and then we'll go Jet, Top, Bait, Misstep, Ancestral. That's my instinct on this one. That's what I'm going to do. Opponent's on 6 on the play. If opponent leaves open Pyroblast, we will not jam Ancestral on our turn. If opponent does not leave open Pyroblast, we will jam Ancestral on our turn. Yeah, I think Force is a 2-card negative. Opponent went bottom here, which is good for us. We have to fetch Island as well, so that's a really good draw. I am going to bait a Misstep with this top. That resolves. I guess I don't have to play this because I can play Opal. I probably should have played Opal instead. That way I don't expose anything to... there should be no Dazes in our opponent's list, unless they changed it on me. I'm going to hold the Opal so that I don't get blown out too bad. And I think I'm going to hold up Force with this Preordain. Though if I play the Opal, I get to spin. That's probably better. I'd like to be able to spin. I'm going to hold up Force, though. Opponent passes with Volcanic Taiga up. Could have a Ancient Grudge. Could have a Pyroblast. I'm looking like Flooded Strand, Crack, Time Walk is what I think we're going to do. We could take a Pyroblast. So we could go Island, Time Walk into Pyroblast. I don't hate that. Though Pyroblast is pretty bad if opponent is playing Ancient Grudge. Opponent's not on Narsets, but they are on Dak Fade-In. Don't even need the island. We can just take Flooded Strand, Time Walk, and then keep it on top in Pyroblast. I think that's better. I'm pretty sure this is a Time Walk turn though. Oh, I should probably Opal though at the end of turn here. I get to see one more card. Interesting. We probably want those cards. Alright, I want this Pyroblast. And then we can reevaluate if we want those cards later. Opponent doesn't have Ancient Grudge, which is good for us. Opponent has Wasteland, so we can continue playing around Wasteland. We know there's a Preordain on top. We can spin, though. Another top we don't really want. Another island... We don't really want another island either, but we could just crack and get an island and shuffle away these cards right now and get another spin. I'm kind of in on that. I think I'd rather... We could definitely take the island there. I do want a Ruby. So let's leave... Let's go like that. And let's Preordain. I feel like opponent probably has a mental misstep. Yeah, if I read everything that you want, BK, I'm not going to be able to play the game fast enough. So I'm going to make plays, and if they're wrong, then they're wrong. And we'll learn from them. I'm looking to start to try to set up a PO with Force and Pyroblast back up. For that, I need one more Moxton, so I'm probably going to draw the Ruby. Yeah, I'm 100% down on you continuing to make calls on your side. I am going to force this. It presents a clock that I don't want to be on the battlefield. Opponent can have a second Pyroblast. It looks like they do have a second Pyroblast. We don't have a misstep, as far as I know. We found a misstep, though. Okay, I'm okay with that. Let's go get a misstep. We don't need to fight over a Tarmogoyf, but I like how much time it gives us. So there's their Force. Oh, I should have used the island and held up Pyroblast. That was really bad. Alright, I misplayed that pretty horribly. But I do kind of want to have Pyroblast for our PO that we're trying to find, so that's a give and take, I guess. Hopefully they don't have another misstep. I guess they would have misstepped if they had another misstep, so probably just fine. Man, we need... Alright, we need to find a PO, is what we need to do. We have a little bit of time. I could have kept the Tarmogoyf out of play if I had tapped correctly. But I'm not 100% sure I'm supposed to Pyroblast there, so... PO? Preordain, that's not bad. The Preordain will help clear off our top cards unless they have a Snapcaster, which will probably Pyroblast. Alright, so definitely Preordaining. Definitely bottoming if it resolves. If they have a Snapcaster, I'll probably Pyroblast it. That's another clock, and it's stopping us from doing things. Found a Crypt. We're looking for a PO here, and that's going to be... ooh. Okay. We'll Narset next turn. Not going to play our Crypt out. We'll Narset. That'll clear off the top of the library. Maybe find us a PO. We are running out of time, though. We have to be pretty careful here. Not physical time, life total time. Opponent now has double blue mana. Can dig through time as well. Alright, hopefully this Narset resolves. Pyroblast would be annoying. Alright, yeah, we're definitely going to fight over this. I will go look for the misstep. Or set up a PO for next turn. Oh, we're just so dead. Unfortunate. Alright. So, Goyf is going to put us to 3. We're dead to a Lightning Bolt or a Time Walk. Our third card down has to be a PO or something similar. I don't think we played that perfectly, but we were matched at every point. Renin 6 is not bad for us. It doesn't kill us, right? No. So our third card down after we draw the Emerald has to be pretty good. And it has to resolve. Alright, spin to win. Does that actually get us anywhere? I think so. It doesn't actually get us anywhere, right? We draw top, then we still have the same 3 cards on top. And we can never get a card deeper. It's pretty unfortunate. Just needed one more action spell. Opponent has 1 card in hand. Even if I hold and change the order, it doesn't work, right? Just to check that I'm not an idiot. We'll just keep doing that. Alright. Unfortunate. I wanted to see if they had Ancient Grudge in their hand. Oh, we were dead. We were so dead. Unfortunate, really. Narset had to... I mean, that we put up a pretty good fight on a mull there. I think we actually win a bunch of those games if we draw a little bit better. It was a pretty good mull to 4, though. I can't complain. Opponent had turn 1 Pyro. He said, what could go wrong? I just wanted to preordain. I'm gonna keep it like this, I think. So there is some plus to actually putting the Lotus Petal back in on the play. But there's nothing I want to take out. I'm gonna run it back. Yeah, we just had to find another action spell. Our Narset did get countered, so... All right, on the play, top 4, game 3, versus my own creation. Ugh. Yeah, this is a keep. I'm gonna start with Preordain off of Opal. See if we can't keep this Lotus. We get misstepped. Opponent mulled to 6 and got a misstep. Obviously, misstep resolves. The next question is, are we holding our Ponder? No, probably not. So we can get Island for a turn, hold up Hardcast Force of Will, draw into Ponder, bin Soul Ring, and try to find action. Yeah, I think that's fine. No, I think this is fine. It's a little awkward if opponent mental missteps are preordained, but yeah, you got to see our hand. So it's not great, but it's fine. Opponent can Pyroblast this, which is a little annoying. Brainstorm in response. Yeah, it's gonna resolve. I'd like a wheel, I think. Or a twister. Or a Narset. Or a Mentor-ish. Do we brainstorm? I don't know about that one, Brian. I want to bottom this Soul Ring, and I guess I want to cast Brainstorm. Narset, Mentor, Wheel. I guess the Wheel's going to draw us into these cards, which is a bit unfortunate. Wait, we can go... I can put Force of Will Ruby. I still can't Wheel without using the Lotus. That's unfortunate. I wanted to Wheel without using the Lotus. We're not going to be able to hold open Force of Will after the next turn if we play land. If we put down... Yeah, so we have to go Force. No matter what, if we Wheel here, we're not going to be able to hold up Force on the next turn. I don't really want to expose my Volcanic, though, so... Should play this. I think opponent has Force of Will, but we're going to give it our best college try. Send him away. Opponent let it resolve. Why'd opponent let it resolve? They had double force. Did opponent just click through that? Alright, well I'm gonna play a Mentor with double force back up. Oh man, Jesus says he thought it was an empty, so he clicked through it. Oh man, he thought I was gonna empty, so he let it go. Oh, we're gonna just luck our way through, aren't we? Oh man. So, do I probe? I think so. Just so I can't get bolted and just have nothing left over. Well, there's like some merit to holding it so you automatically have double force. Oh yeah, we're going to win this game. Poor Jesus. Oh, poor Jesus. I'll take it. You know what? I want to win. So I'm going to take it, but it is rough. Hey, sometimes you get lucky, like round 1 bye. Multiple opponents accidentally clicking through phases in the top 8, you know. Just a typical Magic the Gathering online night. Oh boy, I'll take it. What did opponent draw? Oof. Yeah, I don't really want an oof in play. I can just use both my forces. I know my opponent's hand. Feels bad, man. Oh, wow. Jesus. Empty would have been pretty good there. Finals hype! JD Phoenix. Good games, Jesus. Sorry about the click-through.